Hello everyone. In this video, we are learning about strings in PHP. So first of all, we see the definition of string. In PHP, strings are sequence of characters that can be used to represent a text. Strings can be defined using single quotes or double quotes. So strings are nothing but sequence of characters enclosed in single quotes or in double quotes. So this is the example for a string. Variable name is string1, and see here sequence of characters enclosed in single quotes. And this variable name is string2. See here sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes. So string is nothing but sequence of characters enclosed in single quotes or in a double quotes. Now, see here, now coming to formatting strings in a PHP. See here, string formatting uses a process of string interpolation, nothing but variable substitution to evaluate a string literal containing one or more placeholders, yielding a result in which placeholders are replaced with their corresponding values. Nothing but in formatting string, we can find one or more placeholders, and these placeholders will be replaced with their corresponding values. So formatting string is nothing but a string literal containing one or more placeholders, and these placeholders will be replaced with their corresponding values. So here, uh, string literal means a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes or in single quotes. So example, this one is integer literal and this one is string literal. Sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes or in single quotes. And this one is floating point literal and this one is boolean literal. Boolean means true or false. Floating point means decimal value. Integer literal means nothing but whole number. String literal means sequence of characters enclosed in single quotes or in double quotes. So by using literal, developers can specify values directly in their code. So literal is nothing but specifying values directly in the code to make it more readable and efficient. So now we are learning formatting strings in PHP. So see here in PHP you can format strings using three methods. First one is sprintf, nothing but returns the formatted string. Second one is printf, nothing but outputs a formatted string, nothing but prints the formatted string. And third one, string concatenation, nothing but joining the string together using the dot operator. Now, first of all, we see the printf, sprintf function, sprintf function. So here the sprintf function returns the formatted string. So I already told you formatting string means formatted string means nothing but the string contains more than one placeholder. The string that contains more than one placeholder is nothing but a formatted string. So it's here it uses placeholders for variables which are replaced with their actual values. So this formatted string contains the placeholders and these placeholders will be replaced with the actual values which are stored in the variable. Coming to example related to sprintf. So sprintf means nothing but returns the formatted string. So I have taken two variables, nothing but name and age. So first variable is name, second variable is age. Variable is nothing but in PHP variable starts with the dollar symbol. In PHP variable start with the dollar symbol. So in this program we are containing two variables, namely name and age. So this name variable containing the value John. So here sequence of array terms enclosing single quotes is nothing but a string letter. So name variable name contains the value John and variable age contains the value 30. Now I'm taking one more variable, nothing but I'm taking one more variable with name formatted string. So I'm using the function here sprintf. This is the formatted string. So here the string is containing one or more placeholders. The string is containing one or more placeholders. Percentage S, this is one placeholder. Percentage D, this is one placeholder. So nothing but it is a formatted string. So here my name is percentage of S and I am percentage of T yes old. So this string is containing more than one placeholder. So it is called as a formatted string. So here see percentage of S means nothing but a string. Percentage of T is nothing but decimal integer, nothing but a whole number. Percentage of F means floating point number. Percentage of B means binary number. Percentage of O means octal number. Percentage of small x, hexadecimal in lowercase. Percentage of capital S, capital X. Percentage of capital X, nothing but hexadecimal number in uppercase. So in the program we are using the two placeholders, nothing but percentage of S and percentage of T. Percentage of S means it is nothing but a string. Percentage of T is nothing but decimal integer, nothing but a whole number. So see here, I'm taking two variables, name and age. Name contains the value John and age contains the value 30. Now we are taking one more variable name formatted string. Here we are using the function name as printf, which returns the formatted string. So the formatted string here, my name is percentage of S, nothing but string, and I am percentage of T, nothing but decimal integer, whole number, nothing but the whole number, years old. So dollar name, comma, dollar age. In name, we find the value John, and in age, you find the value 30. So this variable name contains the value John, will be stored in this placeholder percentage of S. And this variable age, which contains the value 30, will be stored in this placeholder percentage of T. So percentage of S contains the string value John, and percentage of T contains the value 30. Percentage of S is nothing but a string which contains this placeholder percentage of S. This placeholder percentage of S contains the value John, and this placeholder percentage of T contains the value 30. So finally our output will be, my name is John and I am 30 years old. See, my name is John. So in percentage of S, in placeholder percentage of S, we write the value John and I am placeholder percentage of T. In percentage of T, write the value 30. So my name is John and I am 30 years old. So in placeholder percentage of S, the value, actual value John will be replaced in the placeholder percentage of S, and the actual value 30 will be replaced in the placeholder percentage of T. And this finally this output, my name is John and I am 30 years old, will be stored in the variable formatted string. So in order to print the value that is stored in the variable formatted string, we write the echo statement. So echo formatted string, we get this output. My name is John and I am 30 years old. Now coming to printf. Printf function outputs the formatted string. So in nothing but it prints the formatted string. It also uses placeholders for variables which are replaced by the actual values. So same program I am writing here. So here two variables, namely name and John. Name contains the value two variables, namely name and age. And this variable name contains the value John, and this variable age contains the value 30. I am using the function printf, which brings the formatted string. So here my name is placeholder percentage of s, and I am placeholder percentage of t, yes whole. So the string is containing more than one placeholder. So we call this one as a formatted string. So this printf will prints this formatted string. So here percentage of s nothing but string. So here placeholder percentage of s is nothing but a string, and the placeholder percentage of t is nothing but a whole number. Decimal integer nothing but a whole number. So in variable name it contains the value John, and variable age it contains the value 30. So this string value will be stored in this placeholder percentage of s, and this 30 will be stored in this placeholder percentage of t. So we get the value, my name is John and I am 30 years old. So this printf simply print this formatted string. Whereas in sprintf, it returns the formatted string, and this formatted string will be stored in the variable, and by using echo statement, it will print the value that is stored in the string, formatted string. Now third one, string concatenation. Nothing but it join the string together by using dot operator. String concatenation means it join strings together using dot operator. By using dot operator, we can join two or more strings. So coming to example, again I am taking the same example here. Contains two variables, namely name and age. And variable name contains the value John, and variable age contains the value 30. Here, my name is, it is enclosed in single quotes, nothing but a string. I am using dot operator and variable name, dollar name. So my name is string and dollar name is variable. So I am combining this, nothing but I am joining the string and variable by using dot operator. Now again, variable name, string, enclosed in single quotes. So variable name, string. Again, I am joining this variable name and string by using dot operator. Again, coming here, this one is string and this one is variable. Again, I am joining the string and variable by using dot operator. And lastly, variable and this one is string. So I am joining this variable age and the string by using dot operator. So see here, my name is, dollar name contains value John, and I am age, variable age contains value 30. So finally, we get the output, my name is John, and I am 30 years old. So this content will be stored in this variable, namely formatted string. So in formatted string, we find the output, namely we find the content, namely my name is John and I am 30 years old. So this complete content will be stored in this variable, and by using echo statement, we get this output, echo formatted string. So the content that is stored in the variable will be displayed as a output. So my name is John and I am 30 years old. Joining strings and splitting strings with string functions in PHP. So first one, joining strings. Here we use two functions, namely implode and concatenation. Implode means join array elements into a string. To join array elements into a string, we use the function namely implode. To join strings by using dot operator, we use function name concatenation. So concatenation means joining strings together by using the dot operator. The function namely include. See here, include function join array elements into a string. See here in array, in PHP, array means it contains multiple elements which will be stored in a variable. PHP array is nothing but a variable which contains multiple values of same data type. So in employed, we can find two arguments, namely delimited and delimit and array. Both are mandatory. In employed, we find two arguments, namely delimiter and array. Both are mandatory. So coming to program. So array name is dollar. So this one is the array. This one is the array. Variable name is dollar array. And this array containing string values, three string values, apple, banana, orange. Now, I am using include function to join the array elements into a string. So here, include function means joining array elements into a string. It contains two arguments, namely delimiter and array. So see here, delimiter is nothing but an empty string. By default, delimiter is an empty string and array. So it contains two arguments, namely delimiter, nothing but an empty string and array. So see here, variable name is dollar array and it contains array elements apple, banana, orange. So in PHP, array is nothing but a variable that contains one or more elements of same data type. So variable name is array. It is containing three string elements, namely apple, banana, orange. Now I am using the include function to join these string elements into a. I am using this include function to join these array elements into a string. So include first argument is delimiter, nothing but an empty string, and second argument is name of the array, nothing but dollar array. Now, this include function will join these array elements into a string. And this, by using echo statement, the content stored in this variable string will be displayed as output. See the output, apple, see the output here. See the output here, apple, banana, orange. So the elements in the array are converted into string by using the function include. The elements namely apple, banana, orange. If the array elements namely apple, banana, orange are converted into string here by using include function. Now coming to concatenation. Concatenation means joining strings together by using dot operator. So by using dot operator, we used to join the strings. We are taking two string variables, namely string 1 and string 2. String 1 contains the string value hello, and variable string 1 contains the string value hello, and the variable string 2 contains the string value world. Now I am joining these two strings by using the dot operator. String 1 dot string 2. String 1 dot string 2. String 1 contains hello and string 2 contains world. So when we combine these two strings, we get the value hello world. So in order to store this hello world, we take one more variable, namely joined string. So in joined string, we find the value hello world. So in order to print the output, we write the echo statement followed by name of the variable, namely joined string. So by using this statement, we get the output hello world. Hello is the value stored in string 1 and old is the value stored in string 2. So we get the output hello. Secondly, splitting strings, nothing but separating strings or dividing the strings. Here we use the two functions, namely explode and str split, string split. Str split. Explode means split the string into array. Nothing but it divide the string into a array. One more function, namely str split. It also do the same. Nothing but it split. Nothing but dividing the string into array of characters or a substring. So in order to split the string into an array, we use two functions, namely explode and str underscore split. Now coming to first function, explode. The explode function split a string into a array. So in order to split the string, in order to divide the string into an array, we write the function namely explode. And this explode function contains two arguments, namely delimiter and string. I already told you the default delimiter is empty string. And second one is the string. So coming to program, I'm taking the variable name with string, which contains the string value enclosed in single quotes. Apple. Here I'm taking so coming to program, I'm taking the variable name string, which contains a string value. So here, string enclosed in single quotes. So apple, banana, orange. It is nothing but a string here. It's nothing but a string, which is stored in the variable name $string. Now I am using the function explode, which contains two arguments, delimiter, nothing but an empty string and a variable name $string. This explode function will split the string into array. In order to split the string into array, we write the function namely explode, which contains two arguments, delimiter, nothing but an empty string by default, and second one is the name of the variable, nothing but $string. So now this explode function will split the string into an array, and this array values will be stored in this variable namely $array. Now printer, nothing but it prints the output in a human readable format. Printer is nothing but it prints the output in a human readable format. So printer variable name $array. See the output here, index 0. In index 0, we find the value apple, and index 1 we find the apple banana, and index 2 we find the apple orange. So this explode function will split this string into array. So apple is in index 0, banana is in index 1, and orange is in index 2. Second function, str underscore split. So this function also will split the string, nothing but divide the string into an array of characters or a substring. It also takes two arguments. So here, string and length of the substring. String and length of the substring. So in first example, we take only one argument, and in example 2, we take two arguments. So in this example, we are taking only one argument, nothing but a string. So coming to program, variable name is $string, which contains the value hello. Now I am using this function str split, which is split the string into array of characters or a substring. So function name, variable name. So this str underscore split will split this string into array of characters, nothing but substring, and store them in this variable namely $array. And this printer will print the elements which are stored in this variable name $array. So see here, see the output here. This one is string, and by using this str underscore split, by using this function, and now by using this function, we are splitting this string into array. So see here in index 0, we find H. And index 1, we find E. Index 2, we find L. Index 3, we find L. So here in index 0, we find H. Index 1, we find E. Index 2, we find L. Index 3, we find L. And finally, index 4, we find O. So this string is converted into, is splitted into array of characters by using this function name str underscore split. Now coming to second example. In second example, we are using two arguments, string and length. String and length. So here, this function contains two arguments, namely string and length of the substring. In first example, we have taken only one argument, namely string. And in second example, we are taking two arguments, namely string and length of the substring. So the string is A, B, C, D, E, F, which is stored in the variable, namely $string. And by using this function str underscore split, we'll split this string into array which contains sequence of characters. And by using this str underscore split function, we'll split this string into array which contains sequence of characters. We are using two arguments, string and length of the substring. So string which contains A, B, C, D, F. So here I'm taking length 2. Length 2. So see the output here. In index 0, you will take two elements, nothing but AB. Say length is 2, nothing but we are taking two elements. Two elements. So first two elements are AB. So index 0 contains AB. And index 1, again two elements, nothing but CD. And index 2, again we are taking two elements, nothing but EF. So length of the substring is 2. So in each index, we take two elements. So in index 0, we find two elements, namely AB. And index 1, we find two elements, namely CD. And index 2, we find two elements, namely EF. And printer is nothing but to print the output in a common readable format. So this is our output. So we see the remaining in the next class. Thank you.